Hey, what's going on? This is Fernand Jimenez, and let's go real quick. So before anything, just in case we get disconnected, I want you to check out our website right here. This is where we have a live webinar that you can check us out. Alright, so real quick, I want to talk about sometimes in life you have this a list of things you want to do, right? You're very creative, you've got all this passion, you've got all these great ideas, and then but you know, you write them down and you forget them, or you don't pursue them, right? So how do you get like a list of 30 good ideas that you have, and now we're down to about 5, right? So I want you to go through your ideas, and I want you to ask for each idea that you have not pursued. I want you to ask yourself 5 questions. There'll be 5 questions you're going to ask yourself for each of these ideas, and the ideas that will stick will be the ones that you can ask these 5 questions that I say to you clearly, and then the ones that you can't ask these 5 questions that align with you, you kick them to the curb. So the number one question I want you to ask yourself with regards to projects that you have not pursued but you want to get done. First question you ask yourself is following this project gonna teach me, and am I gonna get enjoyment out of following it? Alright, so you gotta ask yourself this question, right? Because if you think you're not gonna have a good time if you're doing it for somebody else, right? If you're doing it because of obligation, right? And if you know that it's gonna be a bad trip, if you know that you're not gonna learn anything, if it's something that you already know, you know what? Pursue something else, because there's a big chance that you're gonna procrastinate. Alright, so that's the first question I want you to ask yourself, right? Second question I want you to ask yourself, what difference is pursuing this project gonna add to your life? Alright, what difference is it gonna make into your life, right? Is it gonna be big? Is it gonna be small? Alright, is it gonna build? Is it gonna destroy? I mean, really think about what difference will this make in your life pursuing this path, this project, right? That's the second question. Third question I want you to ask yourself, alright? Third question I want you to ask yourself, what difference will this project make in the lives of others? Alright? In other words, also, what cost, right? I mean, what sacrifice have to be made for others for this to happen? Alright? Okay? And then I want the third question, right? The third question I want you to ask yourself when you're thinking about these projects, right? When you gotta want to narrow down that list down, does my soul yearn for this? Does it ache for this? Alright? So this is typical, classic, right? You're caught in the rat race, you're doing your thing, you know, you've got a job, you're working for the man, you're working for that paycheck, but still there's always something you wish you could be doing with your time if you didn't have to do that, right? And years pass, but that itch is still there. That's still there. You're always gonna have. So I want you to ask yourself, what do you think about, right, when you daydream? So really, that's indirectly, it's the question is, what are you thinking about when you daydream, right? If you're thinking about when you daydream of what you're doing for money or for lifestyle, perfect, right? But if you're daydreaming of living another lifestyle, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what does your soul yearn for this, right? And the fifth and final question, all right, the fifth and final question I want you to ask yourself when you're looking at that list, and we want to narrow it down to 5 things or a couple things that we're going to now go to the projects. All right, fifth and final question is this: 10 years from now, how has your life changed, whether you did this or not? All right, so 10 years from now, I want you to visualize yourself. I want you to picture your life 10 years from now, and how does this project fit in with what happened 10 years from now? Is it going to affect the world? Is it going to affect your world? I mean, really, you have to think about these things. I know there are 5 things. They're basically the 5 same things, but this is going to help you narrow it down. This is going to help you weed out from those ideas that really are worth pursuing, and those ideas that you have there that are cool and everything, but by not pursuing it, by not doing this, it's part of that mental clutter in your head that keeps you procrastinating. Okay? The easiest way to stop procrastinating is to take little actions. Take little actions every day, and that starts to build confidence. And this is the start of those little actions, right? Because the reason why we don't pursue the goals is because we see them so big, we see them so foreign, and even though it's a great idea, even though nobody's doing it, for us to make it happen, sometimes it just gets hard because we just see the big picture. We don't see it like little steps. These are part of the little steps of breaking it down. Okay? So remember those 5 steps that we just talked about. Number 1, am I going to enjoy and am I going to learn in this process? Number 2, what difference is going to make in my life? Number 3, what difference is going to make in the life of others? Number 4, does my soul yearn for this, right? And number 5, 10 years down the road, how is my life, how's the world going to be affected by me pursuing this project, okay? If you want to learn more about what we're doing here, it's called you're going to find your superheroplan.com over here. You're going to see here that we're going to have a live webinar. We have it live every Sunday, so you can see the replay of what we're doing. My name is Fernan Jimenez, and as always, keep growing, keep sharing, keep loving. Love you all. Have a great day.